Hello, hello everyone. I'm audible.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Uma Shankar. Thanks for joining. Okay, perfect. I think we can get started. Give 1 or 2 minutes. Let's people join. Okay. So before starting the class, may I know your just your name and what you are doing, so that I can understand and talk in your language better, and a little bit what you are expecting from this course.
Hi Satish. This is
Yeah.
Uma Shankar.
Yes, Uma. Yeah.
I'm new to Power BI.
Okay. Okay.
I just started learning Power BI.
Okay.
So by this session, I'm expecting the entire telecom domain idea
Okay. So
about.
you have any experience in telecom domain already?
No. I don't have actually.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Good. Good to know. Yeah. So can we get with the next person? Jeffrey, you want to continue? Let's start from Jeffrey. Nagaraju.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I'm studying college,
Okay.
uh, and I think I can learn Power BI from this class.
Okay.
So I joined.
Okay. Let's go to Nagaraju. I have two Nagarajus. Yeah. Nagaraju, want to introduce yourself? Naresh, you want to go about yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, I am searching for job in Power BI, sir.
Okay.
So this class will be useful for me to gain some knowledge on Power BI, some extra knowledge.
Perfect. Thank you, Naresh. Madhusmita, thanks for joining. So, do you want to give an intro about yourself and what you are looking for in this particular class?
Hi, I'm Madhushmita. I'm working as a SQL developer, but we are moving towards reporting, and
Okay.
Power BI has been selected as the tool. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wanted to learn it so that I could contribute. I'm contributing as a ETL developer now. I want to
Okay.
contribute to the reporting end as well. So that's why I joined this.
May I know what kind of
May I
tools
know
you're
what kind of
using?
features in terms of-
Sorry.
May I know what kind of
May I know
tools
what
you are using?
Tools?
SQL.
No, no.
Yeah.
I'm a SQL developer. So for
SQL
that we
developer.
use MS SQL. Yeah,
Okay.
Microsoft
Microsoft
SQL.
SQL. Okay. SQL Server. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm yes.
Okay. Perfect. So you wanted to learn about Power BI. Okay. Perfect. Thanks. We can get started. Okay, so just start. So we are technology professionals. I have around 15 plus years in this particular business intelligence and data analytics space. So I just want to share my skills to everyone. So that's why I started this program. So I thought, why not? getting everyone into just a thought process of how they can use Power BI in their existing projects, how they use the Power BI as a portfolio to show in the job search. So that's why I just started this initiative. So this will be a 3 hour program. So if you want to stay or take a break, you can feel free to take a break. So it's not what we can say. It's not a pressing. You have to be here for 3 hours. Okay. So the first hour we will just discuss about customer portfolio dashboard, how to create one customer portfolio dashboard for an telecom domain. The second hour we will discuss about the sales dashboard with a little bit of complex data. And third hour we will discuss about how to create an organizational performance report. It is a kind of a simple dashboard, but it will having a critical data elements into it. Okay, so this is the agenda I am planned to have. Okay, so far, hope everyone having the Power BI in their system, right? Installed, or
Yes,
if
yes, we have.
okay, if you're not installed, just kindly install. Okay, so I put this all these documents in my web page. You can go and enroll this course. It is a free course out there. There you can download this material. So I'm putting that in chat as well. So kindly do register, okay, so that you can download your work files, whatever is needed for the particular program. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to talk. I don't have any some 50 100 ppts. I just maximum 3 to 6 deck only I have. So this is what we are going to do in the first hour. So we are going to convert this pencil sketch into a customer portfolio dashboard. So why we are going to do a pencil sketch is, so this is always good to start a dashboard with a pencil sketch. Okay, so you may not know how many times you have to change the requirements when you are developing. So it is advised to do a pencil sketch before you do any dashboard development. So you will get more ideas and you will eliminate more what we can say errors in this particular phase itself. Okay, so this is the dashboard we will be developing. So I suggest you develop along with me so that you will be able to follow up and ask questions. If you have anything, just stop me and ask, so don't hesitate. And this is the hour 2 we will be developing this dashboard. And third hour we will be a simple dashboard, but it is having a very minute complex details. Okay, so how to use Power BI. By end of this class, if you can create these 3 dashboards on your own, so that is a win-win for me and for yourself. Okay, so let's pass it here. Let's start a Power BI. Okay, so how many of you know this particular widget? How many of you are comfortable with, what are all the, where are all the elements? You want to start with the basics? Yeah, Naresh. You're asking something, Naresh?
No, sir, nothing, nothing.
Okay, perfect. So just raise the hand. That's why I just curious. Okay, so what we will do, I will just give an overview what this particular window is, so that you will get an idea. So better idea, or it may be what we can say rehearsal to you, so to understand more. Okay, so this is how the Power BI window works. Okay, this is not started right now. So the Power BI, if you have to understand how it is got developed, it is not a one tool. It is what you can say 3 tools stitched into a one tool. Okay, it is developed with Power SSIS, SSRS, and Power View. These are all the different tools available with Microsoft earlier. So they are available as a separate tools. But the problem is each tool doesn't talk to anyone. So the compatibility very well less, and Microsoft want to use this feature, and they want to come up with a new tool altogether so that it is easily used by business. Okay, so most of the companies, if you see, so people use the maximum tool they use is Microsoft Excel. So they're trying to follow the Microsoft stack so that it will be easier for management people, business teams, every team. So Power BI is here, what we can say, win-win for both the technology teams and as well as for the business teams. So business teams can self-service the data analytics with Power BI. Okay, so using that approach, they created this Power BI tool. So if you see this tool, this is not a one tool; it is internally 2 to 3 tools integrated as a single tool. Okay, so to understand that very well, so first we have to see the first top left section. Okay, there is 3 sections is there. One is reporting, and another is the table, and another is a data model. Okay, let's try to load a information and see. If I want to load any information into Power BI, this is a plain Power BI. I have to load some information, right, some data for analytics, right? So I am picking up a, let's say, customers.csv file. Okay, so this file is having basic data. So this is a first pop-up it's coming. So it says that this, based on this customer.csv file, it is automatically finding this information, what is the column name and other details, and what we have not given anything. Okay, it's a comma separator, it is a tab delimiter, so it is taking automatically. So that is the biggest advantage of Power BI. So it is doing half of our work automatically. So it has a better AI capability than any other tools. Okay, so we can easily play with this tool without much effort. So I'm just loading it. Okay, so immediately uh, this will be created here. So this is the data model. Okay, if you see, this is the high level data model. Okay, so what is the column name, what is the table name, what is the column names, and what is the measures and dimensions. Okay, do you have anyone have idea about what is a measure and what is a dimension? Can someone explain what is a measure and what is a dimension? This is an important point when you are going for an interview. This is the first question people will ask.
Yeah,
Yeah, Satish, please explain.
Yeah, Madhumita, you start something. You want to go? Yeah.
yeah. A dimension is something to identify. It's kind of a entity stuff, like some name, some attributes,
Okay.
and this measure would be something to quantify that attribute, like
Okay.
some kind of like the name suggests, it's measure. Like it can be some kind of amount, some kind of values, which is kind of running or dynamic,
Mm-hmm.
irrespective of the attribute, which should be kind of static. Like I can be a person, so if I'll be a person, my name or like my like address, everything would can come under dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And how much I earn, and something which is a like quantifiable information, that will go under measure.
Perfect. Okay. So hope you got what she's telling. So just to be much more clearer, so dimension is something which is not aggregatable. Okay, it is unique. Okay, let's say the state name. It is a unique. Okay, your my phone model. It is unique. Let's say telecom domain. So we can take something towards a telecom domain. Let's say the recharge plans. It is each and everything is unique. Correct. So these are all called dimensions. Okay, so measures is something which is aggregatable. Okay, so based on the measure we can able to aggregate the information, or we can able to derive some information from the measure. Okay, so it can be a revenue, it can be a price, it can be a the time the customer calls any other person, or it can be the number of calls made to a person. So these are things are called measures. Okay, so if you see this particular example, Power BI automatically classifying certain information, right? So this is putting an epsilon symbol here, and this is not putting any epsilon symbol here. So you do you know what is meant by epsilon? It may be in a school, college. Since I have here some people and some college students also here. Jeffrey, I think you are out of college. So I think you should have explained what is an epsilon symbol. Okay, this is nothing but summation symbol. Okay, so that means it can be done a summation on this particular thing. Age can be a number, or it can be a thing. But here the customer ID also it is showing the summary symbol. Okay, so let's see whether the values are whatever the identified by Power BI is correct or wrong. So let me go to this thing. This is the table which is I can see the exact data. So here I can see only the column names, but here I can see the exact column name plus data. So if I see, but CID number is just a phone number. Okay, the customer ID number is a phone number, but here age is a number. So age it can be considered as a measure, but this is not a measure. Okay, so sometimes Power BI will automatically do these things, so don't get lost. So this is one of the what you can say place where AI cannot replace human being. That is a common sense. Okay, so the CID we should consider always as a dimension. So better I will keep it as a text. Okay, so this is how the data modeling works. When you are loading the data into the Power BI, you should have basic idea what this data is about, so that you will avoid lots of issues when you are dealing with the data. Okay, so this is the first place you load the data, you see the data model, and you see the data. So for any doubts?
No. Satish, where we will get this data set?
So there is a link I already given the chat. If you go and register there, so it's a free registration course. Okay, so you
Okay,
can
okay.
register there. You will be getting in the this particular web page. We will be having the data set especially. So if you open this thing, the data sets will be there. You can download.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
if anyone don't know how to install Power BI, you can refer this first section so that it will be very helpful. Okay, so try to download this so that it will be useful when you start developing. Okay, so I explained two things. One is the model, and another is the data. So these two tabs which is helps us to understand what type of data we are dealing with. Okay, so this is the third widget. This is where we are actually the data visualizations we are creating. Okay, so it is like a artist canvas. Okay, so you can paint anything you want here. So have you worked in paint and all, Microsoft Paint and all in the earlier days? So that is what it is. Okay, you can paint literally anything here. It's just a canvas, you can put the values here. Okay, so but if you see here, there is a one thing called page. Okay, the page is nothing but you can keep on increasing this number of pages. Okay, sometimes if you're working in an organization, you can be creating multiple pages. So sometimes there will be single page is enough for your reporting. Okay, so to do create the visuals, okay, first thing I have to do is I have to select some visuals. Okay, let's say I start with the bar chart. Okay, so bar chart, instead of bar chart I will go with the table, basic table. So let's see how the data is coming. So I am getting the customer ID and the name and age. Only three items I'm getting from this particular. So if you see, so it is giving me the customer name, customer ID and age. So see what it is doing. Customer age, it is grouping up. Is it logical? 1575.
No,
Why?
A should be not total, right?
Yes, it should not be a total. So when you're developing the report, so just see this kind of things. Okay, however, it automatically convert these kind of values, but it is a measure, but it is not an what we can say summarizable measure. Okay, so it's kind of not an additive measure. Okay, so what we have to do? So you have to remove this total here. To remove this total, you have to click here and go to the. There is three plates here. One is the visualization palette and the formatting your visual, and this visual you have to go to the totals and just switch it off. Okay, with this you can remove this totals. Okay, so now it is very clear, right? When you are giving this as a report to someone, people will be happy. So where these kind of reports will be used, do you think? Anyone received their phone bill? Okay, Naresh, I think you received the phone bill. So what kind of phone bill you received? Hello. Guys, if you are not talking, I am not able to continue, or else I cannot help you to understand. Okay, so what your understanding is. Okay, so whether you understand or not, I am not able to identify. So better just try to be interactable. Okay, so that I will not be get bored. Okay, you come here, you are going to invest your 3 hours for me with me. So try to utilize as much as possible. Don't feel shy. No answer is right. No answer is wrong. Okay, so try to answer the questions. Okay, so have anyone received the phone bills?
Yes, yes.
So what kind of data will be there in the phone bill?
Like if it is only related to one particular customer,
Okay,
then it will be showing my outgoing,
okay,
ingoing calls,
okay,
durations, and some charges. It's
okay,
been long time actually because
okay. So how these bills are getting generated?
like
Based on customer ID only, right?
Yes, based on customer ID, we are generating the bills. So what tools people use to generate the bills? So they will do programs.
yes, like based on the call type, they will write the logic. If it is
Okay.
like like it is only like incoming calls, then
Mm-hmm.
it won't be charged. And then for outgoing calls, they like based on the like they will be generating the bills based on the like provider, what are the charges per minute, or like how they that in that logic they will have it, and then they will calculate and send us the bill. In case there would be any extra tax and all, that will be also added, and then the total value will be calculated.
Perfect. So who will generate this bill in an organization? If you are working in telecom organization, who will generate this bill? Which team will generate this bill?
Mm,
Okay, so there is many way to generate this bill, right? So this is kind of
yes,
like a tabular data. Okay, for this customer, okay,
yes.
what is the calls? This customer, what is the thing? So normally either they will do by programmatically. Okay, they will do some hard codes, Java, C sharp, these kind of codes they will write, and they create a PDF file for every customer and send. This is one way. So, but if you go for a bigger organization, they will have a specialized tools. Okay, this is called analytical tools, which is helping them to generate the statements. Okay, so they will just design the PDF or format what they want, and they will plug in what data what they had to pay in, and these tools will be generating them real time these reports and send them to the customer. Okay, so like business objects, these are all different types of tools which is there in the market, which is doing this particular kind of operations. Okay, so Power BI also can be used for this kind of operations. Okay, that level of capability Power BI is having. Okay, so this is a kind of a simple tabular report. Okay, and if you see how the I'm just introducing you to the basics of this is a tabular based report, and this is a visual base, and this is data, and this is model, and there are different kinds of visualizations we will use. Okay, we will see the visualization one by one, and this is the data element which can link to this particular visualization. Okay, so far now I'm just ignoring this filter. Okay, I will come to this later. Just see these two things, one is visualization and another is fields. Okay, if you want to bring in some visualization, you have to use this palette, and if you want to format this palette, you have to use this airbrush kind of thing is there, right? This brush will be used to fill the what we can say format or beautify this particular chart. Okay, shall we see how can we beautify this particular chart?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
so okay, this is a simple chart. Okay, what I can do? Okay, this is when we are looking, it is looking simple, right? So let's see some what and all we can do with this Power BI. So let's, I tried, this is not fully visible, so I am trying to reduce the font. I can put go and reduce the font so that it will be less minimal. So I don't like this font. I like let's say Arial. Okay, and I'm changing the color, text color a little bit gray, printer friendly color. Okay, so these things and all I can do. Okay, so but I can change the background. Okay, the whole background I can change, or else I can put a different color. Okay, so these things and all I can play with. Okay, so for this particular things, apart from that, I can change the column header. This column header means it is that top portion. I can make it bold. Okay, so if you are developing a column, so try to keep it as a central line. These are the some things and minute items people will expect from you when you are developing the report. Okay, try to make it bold and make it prominent, and just make it easily understandable by the people who are reading the report. Okay, this column header can be adjusted here, and the totals, you know where it is. So if you want the totals, you will enable, or else we don't, we can disable. Okay, so I'm going to apply certain category for this particular age. Okay, so age alone, what I am going to do, I am going to change the text color. So here I can see change the color either as a full table or as a particular column. Okay, so it is giving that much flexibility. Okay, I'm just rolling it back, and I can go in the each and every cell elements as well. So here I'm going to put a logic like if the age is above 50, I'm going to, or else we will do with the gender. We will bring the gender. Okay, for female we will put them pink color, and male we will put them in the blue color. Can we try to do it? So you have to just put the font color. Okay, I'm going to put here I have to put the field value. Before that, I have to create a new column here. Gender color equal to, if gender equal to male, then blue, else pink. Important spelling it. Portfolio report. So I make it bold. I try to standardize some formats across. Okay, when you are doing this report, try to keep any one format font across all the reports, or else it will not be looking good on your reports. Try to keep a format here. Some of the formats we can use is Cambria will be good, Arial will be good, and Carbol also will be good. and times new Roman will be marked in most of the places, since it doesn't need any special rendering software. So these kind of fonts you can use very well in your reporting. So I'm trying to go with Arial always. I'm putting a center, I'm putting a different color. Okay, done. So the first part is done. Okay, next part is this one, total customers. So where I can bring it. So here there is many widgets. So to do this, so but I will be using with this card widget. So this card widget is at the fourth row, fourth column. Okay, so I'm just clicking here, I'm bringing this widget. If you want to establish any one single KPI, you can use this widget. So here I'm going to bring in the name of the customer. So when I bring the name of the customer, it is, since it is a categorical information, it just taken as a first name. But I don't want the category of first name. I just want the count. So I have to go click here and do the count. Now I got the count of this particular customers. So I'm trying to keep it smaller so that I have adequate space. Were you able to do it until then?
Yeah, Satish.
So here if you see the count of name, so but whatever I want is total customers. Okay, so I can handle it in two places. One is I can handle below the widget, okay, or else above the widget. If you are keeping going to handle it up below the widget, you have to go here again. If you want to do any formatting in this widget, you have to go use your paintbrush, go it, and here these two things are there. One is carrot value and carrot label. Okay, so carrot value is the first one, the 48 is the carrot value, and carrot label is this below count of one. But I don't need that thing right now, so I'm just hiding it. So but where I can put the top bar, can I use the again the customer portfolio report like this? I can create a text box. Okay, so Power BI is very friendly, so it will not have you to run too many items. So what is that? It's giving an option of adding a title to this particular widget. Okay, so you have to go to the paintbrush, go to the general section. There is a title for all, this title will be available for all the widgets. Okay, so any title, any widgets you can put a title. So I'm enabling the title and saying just total customers. Okay, so here also I am trying to stick to the same part, Arial, center and bold. Okay, easy, right? Suppose I want to,
Satish,
yes,
instead of customer name, we can take customer ID also, right?
yes, you can take.
So
So
if two customers having same customer name,
hmm,
it will be count like 48 only.
yes, 48 only. Until
Okay.
unless, let's try this. Okay, so since you asked this question, I will try. I'm bringing the customer name. Okay, so I'm just putting it a count. If you see 48, okay,
Yes.
but if I put count of distance, it may be varied. But the name is unique, it's still count of. Okay, but I can show it in the next one. Okay, I'm just duplicating
Okay.
it, I'm just copy pasting it. Okay, instead of this one, customer name, I'm trying to bring in the state. So here also, let's see how much it is showing. Since it is a categorical information, it's showing again the first state. I have to change it as count. So how many it is showing? 48 states. Do you have 48 states in India?
No.
So but why it is showing 48?
based
Okay.
on customer name only.
No. So okay. So how Power BI works is, so it will just take a count of number of items. It doesn't matter it is duplicate or non-duplicate.
Okay.
Okay. So
It will count the number of rows,
number
right?
of rows exactly. So it will count the number of rows, number of occurrences of this information. That's it. So it doesn't
Okay.
carry unique occurrences. Suppose if you want the unique count, you have to go count the district. So here now it is logical, correct?
Yes.
So
Mm.
I have a business
Satish,
set. Don't check. Yeah.
one question here. So,
Yeah.
like you said, that it will show the number of records.
Mm,
So, one question. So,
mm.
let's say there are 10 records.
Yes.
I mean, let's say that data set, what customer we have taken, right? It has 10 records. And like this number of states are like, let's say there are 3 states only,
Yes.
which is kind of duplicated for the 10 records.
Yes.
So, initially it would say, it would give us 10, and then after distinct, you will it give 3?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. If you see
Okay.
here, this states is only 12 states I have. This is been duplicated for each customer. Okay. Let's say
Okay.
Assam, it may be duplicated with different customer. Okay. This many customers are from Assam. Okay. So,
Okay.
but it will calculate it as only one when you are counting distinct here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If I put full count, it will be 48. But if I put count of distinct, it will be then a unique occurrences. So how you use the what we can say distinct operator in your SQL, right? Distinct
Yes,
count
yes.
of one.
Distinct
Same
capital.
thing.
Yes, yes.
Same thing. Same thing
Yes.
it will work.
Okay, so in that case, like Uma Shankar was asking, the total customer 48 it shows, so then it can have duplicates also, right? Because it is
Yes.
count, it is not
Yes.
distinct count.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it is better to use ID, customer ID for if you want to give proper counts.
Okay.
Okay.
But again, that also will give us number of informations only, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Perfect. And the third one is the customer age. So for to bring in the filters, you have to use the filter widget. So this is a card widget. I am going to use the filter widget at the first column, fifth widget. Okay, I'm putting a filter slicer here. So I am going to bring in the age. If you just click, it will automatically come to this particular column, or else you can drag and drop. These are the two ways you can do it. Okay, so here it is automatically coming to me as a simple slider, right? Okay, so this is the beauty of slices. Okay, suppose if I have to make it a list, I can make it like this. It will be like this. If I can keep it like this, I can select these people only. But if it is a numeric, it is better to put it between, so that we can play with the age range. If you want your campaign manager want to do some analytics based on age, so this will be the easiest option. Okay, he can just slide in and he can be able to see how many customers in this particular category and set the campaign for that particular age. Okay, so this will give the more benefit of self-service if you are using this kind of filters. Okay, so here how can I put the customer age range this title? So here also I can go on here and general
Sorry, Shruti.
yeah.
I didn't follow. How did you got that range?
Okay, nothing but, so first I have to put a slicer.
Slicer. Okay.
Okay, slicer here, that will be the first column, fifth widget.
Okay.
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 Okay, yeah, once I
Yes.
bring in, I have to click on the select column. So if I click, it will automatically the age will come here and it will be
Okay.
automatically displayed.
Okay.
But if you want to change, there is other options also, less than or equal to or greater than. So these also you can use based on your business criteria. You should choose what is the test slicer you are going to use.
Okay.
Okay, so here also I can bring in the title. So instead of title, I'm going to put a title saying that customer age range. Okay, here also center. I'm putting Arial. So far it is easy, right? Power BI. So it's not complex, right? Or is you,
Yes, yes, it
you
is
are
it.
feeling complex? This one. Okay, we completed the first three widgets. So far, anyone completed three widgets or still trying? How many widgets are in? Hello?
Satish, I am not doing it because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a client machine only PowerBI installed, so that's
Okay,
why I could not.
okay.
Yeah, Satish, I just now started.
No issues. Try it, no problem. So, what I will do, I will put this recording also in that same place.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that you
Okay.
can try at your free time and come back to me if you have any doubts.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I don't want to cut the flow of the class as well. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Sure, sure.
another thing is we can bring the widgets. Let's say first is pie chart. So here I am bringing the pie chart. So why I am bringing the pie chart is what you can say, not good chart to utilize. But if it is a category is very rarely classified, like let's say only three or four categories in that particular category, you can use pie chart. If it is more than that, don't use the pie chart. So here I am going to use gender, and I am going to use the customer number of customers into the values. Okay, so but if you see this is not still meeting my requirement, so I'm just as usual I'm going to change the title. Title is gender wise customer count. Okay, I'm putting it in, keeping it this area. Okay, so is it matching with this thing? Any differences? There is one difference is that, so if you see here 24 50, but here this is just 50%. Okay, some places you can show the actual numbers and percentage. Some places you may not need to show the percentage. So how to fix this? So to fix this I have to go here and go to the detailed tables. So here the labels are nothing but, so in this widget what are all the values it is available. So here I am just selecting only the percentage of total. If I select only this thing, I will get this particular value. I can change this also. Let me put a Arial black there so that it will be okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Next, let's try gender wise customer spread. So to do this, I am trying to
But there
use
is a background in that, like final presentation. There is a background color gray or something.
this one.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
So I have to click here, go to these things, general. So where we if it is kind of these kind of things are central in circle general settings. Okay, so this will be available mostly in the general setting. Initially will before this last version they are always everything is available in the visual section itself. So now they split it as general and visual. So these common settings are available in this effects. Background you can go select, background color you can select, and increase the transparency you can get it. Okay, so if you see it, if you are moving this thing, it will show the grid line so that you can no need to worry about this is in the same width or not. You can easily identify. Okay, So I'm going to create a bar chart. So for the next visual, so this is the gender wise spread. So I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I'm going to bring in x-axis states, y-axis customer count. So state, I'm going to put it in x-axis, and y-axis customer count. Okay, so here the data values are not there. So where I can see the data values, again I have to go to the paintbrush and see the data labels and switch it on. I'm able to see the data labels. So if I want to format it, I can go here. Okay, so this is how I can format the bar chart. Here also I can go and change the data by true. Okay, so it is most like a SQL if then statements. Okay, if I put like if age less than 18 is a teen. Okay, okay, if customer is less than 25 is young. If the customer is less than 50 he is an adult. If it is more than 50 I can call them as senior citizen. Recharge month is equal to, I'm going to format this date, format recharge date comma mm. Let's try to bring the recharge month here instead of date. Okay, let's see how it is coming. See, it's April, February, May, June. If I click January I can see. So this is kind of what you can say visually appealing factors, which can you can what you can say tips and tricks you can use to make your report better. Okay, even though it is a date, we have created a month measure, month column, and we are using it in our reporting. So for doubts, any doubts?
No, Satish.
Okay, it's doable, right? See, Power BI is easy to see and do. Okay, but when you are doing that only, then only the problem comes. Okay, so let
Hmm.
me stop here. So what I will do? Okay, you try at least these two things. At least try to bring in these two files into the Power BI, and try at least creating one measure and one this recharge month. These two things you try to create so that I know that you understand very well. So or else I will help you to understand better.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have some 15 minutes break, so then we will
Okay.
continue. Okay, any other people, any other questions you don't ask in the meantime, you can ask. It cannot be in this particular topic in Power BI. You can ask anything related to data about me. If I know, I can answer.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
While importing the data from SQL,
Yes.
generally in our computer we use localhost or dot.
Okay,
But in companies, how we have to get the data from SQL?
which SQL?
If you want to
If
get
you
the
want to
data
get it
from,
from Oracle or something, there will be a TNS
ah,
entries.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, there
So
will be TNS names dot Oracle. You know the TNS names where it is stored, right? So there will be a TNS names dot Aura file will be there. Okay, so that
okay,
you can open into your system and give the server connections and all. Okay,
okay,
once your connection will available, so your local system knows that. Okay, let's say the database connection is DB00. telecom. Okay, this is your telecom database. Okay, so like that you can have an what we can say your TNS connection. Okay, this TNS connection will be you will be giving when you are getting the data from database. Okay, so let's say I am going to connect to the database. I can put a database here. Choose Oracle database here. I can put connect. Okay, so here I will put that name and I will do the query directly here. Select
Okay.
star from customer. So this is how I will be doing it. Okay, when
Okay.
I'm doing it, data will be automatically coming to this area. From there, your regular steps you can use as if you are using for a CSV file.
Okay.
So if you have a local database, try it and see how it is working.